we'll be needing is one exercise block and then a set of dumbbells, light dumbbells. And let's get started. Okay, so let's just start first with a nice warm-up. You're going to hold your hands against the knees. And we're going to think of breathing into the spine, into a seated here. We're just going to start with some breathing. You go inhale and exhale. Feel your shoulders dropping to the floor as you exhale. And then we inhale again. And exhale, feel your shoulders drop down to the mat. And inhale. And exhale. Let's bring the hands out in front of you. Bring the gaze right over the knees here for that deep C curve. Think of a little apple between the chin and the chest, and we inhale. And take the exhale to roll yourself down all the way. Keep the shoulders nice and sink down and heavy. And we're just going to release the arms over the head. And then we go inhale into a chest lift. Exhale to lift up, and then we're going to add an extension of the back. When you look to your left, make sure that that arm is right next to you, so align with the ear. And then we roll back again. And release, we come on the shoulders. And again, we go inhale. And exhale to lift. And up. And release it back down. Keep the hands in line with the shoulders and exhale it over. And can we go one more like this? We go inhale. And exhale. Peel the spine off of the mat. And up. And lower it back down. You're going to go down just above the shoulders and hold it. I want you to sink down through the shoulders. Keep the head nice and relaxed. And we're going to go exhale to lift the right leg. Put it down. Exhale, lift the left leg. And up. Warming up through the lower abdominals and upper abdominals here. And we go. And exhale. Try to keep the movement in the pelvis as minimal as possible here. And exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's do a few more like this. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Let's go for one. And the last one. And back. And just release the hands down on the mat. You're going to exhale, bring one leg to tabletop. Inhale, prepare. And exhale, bring the other leg up as well. Make sure that you're pulling down through the rib cage, through the abdominals. Hands are going to come in a 90 degree. And we're going to go inhale, fold over to the side. Make sure that the opposite shoulder stays in the mat. Exhale, center. Inhale over to the other side. Keep reaching the knee up so that the knees stay right in line with each other. So you lift up through the hip, lift, reach that knee past the other knee so that you make sure it stays on top of each other. Keep a slight posterior tilt of the pelvis. Inhale, come back. Exhale and over. And inhale and back. And exhale and over. Inhale and back. Put one foot down. Put the other foot down. Bring the hands in line thighs, and we're just going to warm up the spine a little bit more here. We go exhale and round through the spine and lift, lift, squeeze the glutes and lift. Engage the inner thighs, inhale at the top, and exhale, roll the spine down all the way. And release and inhale. And exhale again and roll. Engage the inner thighs, make sure that the knees don't move away from each other as you lift. And hold, and exhale. And think of sinking down through the upper abdominal, through the middle back, through the lower back, into the sacrum, and release. Let's go one more like this. Sink into the mat before you start lifting, so you press down through the abdominals. Exhale and lift. Inhale into the shoulders, and exhale, roll the spine back down all the way, and release. Beautiful. Let's just stay here and do a few circles with the wrists to make sure we're nice and warm. We'll be going onto the wrists, so we want to make sure that the wrists are nice and loose and warm. And let's reverse the circle. And just for a few more. And release. Okay, now we can get started. So, first I want you to grab the dumbbells, put them close to you. And we're going to take the block, put it right underneath the sacrum. Right underneath the sacrum. So there where the tailbone is, I want you to put the block there. Make sure then you're not arching through the back. So you're not lifting through the midsection and you're not flexing into the back, but that we keep a nice and straight back. So you want to engage the core and make sure we stay nice and straight. So adjust the block right underneath the tailbone and straight back. We grab the dumbbells, one in each hand, and I'll turn slightly to the side. So you see, we go exhale to lift one leg, exhale to lift the other leg, and we're just going to start by bringing the right hand back behind the head and bring it back with the exhale as the left toe taps and lifts back and up. As you go back, make sure that we're not arching through the back, but you stay stable through the abdominals. So the movement goes inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and 3 and exhale. Beautiful. And 4, make sure we're not moving through the other arm and knee, and it's just through the hip joint and the shoulder girdle that we're moving. Exhale to lift back and up. Let's go for 4 more. Make sure you're not rushing through it. And last 3. Keep the core engaged as you reach long. For 2. And the last one like this. Exhale and lift. Can we let the leg go out long this time? So we go. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good. Keep a strong back and a strong core. And 3. And exhale. And 4. Good job. And exhale. And 5. And exhale. We're going to add on for the last 5. You either keep going like we're keeping on now, or you add on with me. We go inhale back, lift it up, and bend it. And last 4. And back and up, and bend it in. 3. Good. Last 2. And the last one here. And down. Good. Now we're going to add rotation. Fingers interlace. You're going to hold onto the dumbbell. And this time we're going to go exhale, lift up from the opposite shoulder. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale, up and over. Inhale and back. And 3. And 4. Good. And 5. Let's go for 5 more. This is so low. You twist into this oblique and inhale to release it back down. And 4. Exhale and twist. Inhale and back. And 3. Reach the fingers long and pull it back. For 2. And exhale. And back. Pull in the knees for a second here. Take a deep breath. Let's make a circle. And then you come back to the starting position. Core is engaged. Think of reaching the tailbone away from the shoulders. If the quads feel like they're working here, just pull the knees in closer to the chest. And we start with the inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And 3. And back. And 4. Reach the fingertips away from the toes and exhale, zip it all back. And 5. And 6. Sorry. We're working the transverse abdominis here. We're working the deep core, using the stabilizing muscles, keeping the abdominals still. That's why it's so important to not break through the back. For 3. And 2. Keep that 90 degree through the knee and back. Let's go. Extend and back in. And 2. And 3. Pull the fingertips away from the toes. And 4. And 5. Last 5. Let's add on. We go. Inhale. Exhale. And bend. And 2. And 3. And 4. Last one like this. Exhale and up. Good. And hold. Bring the hands together again. And we lift up through the left shoulder this time. Inhale back. Exhale, lift and reach. Think of pulling the fingertips to the end of the mat. And inhale to come back. Exhale and reach. 3. Inhale and back. And 4. And 5. And let's go for 5. And 4. Twist into that oblique. Think of the left armpit reaching for the right hip. And 3. Last 2. And 1. And back. Put the one foot down. Other foot down. Put the weights down. Lift up through the pelvis and just put the block next to you for a second. You're going to use a roll up to come into a seated. We go inhale and exhale to lift the spine up, and reach forward as you inhale and exhale and roll the spine back up into a seated. Okay, cross the legs. And we're going to go over onto a 4-point kneeling. We're going to work into the spine a little bit, and then I've got a nice spicy series. So we just keep the block here close to us. Knees come right underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, and we go into a nice cat stretch. We start by lifting through the lower back, articulating up as if you're rippling through the spine, letting the head follow. Go into the deepest flexion that you can find. And then use that same breath, come back to center. And inhale, keep the lower back still as the chest lifts and looks up. And again, we go exhale. And reach. And back. And inhale to look up. And again, we go exhale. Lift up through the tailbone, up through the lower back, middle back, upper back. Come back to center. And inhale, chest lifts up. We'll do 2 more like this. We go exhale and flexion through the spine. We come back to center. And inhale to look up. And we come back. And down as you reach up. Think of pulling the navel into the spine, into the roof. And we come back. All the way and look up, up. Good, come back to center. From here you're going to go ripple the spine, sit back, and then you ripple it back into extension. And again, we ripple the spine, come to sit back, lift it back and up, and into extension. Good. Feel a nice stretching through the back. And back. And up. Okay, good. From here we're going to take the block right below the left knee. Right below the left knee. Curl the toe underneath. Right hand is going to hold onto the weight. The left hand, sorry. Left hand is going to hold onto the weight. Right hand is going to be right underneath the shoulder with the right leg back behind you. And from here we're going to go into a row and lower it back down. So we point the toe, make sure that the hips are nice and square. And we go exhale to row. Inhale to lower. Let's go back to that tempo of 3. We go 1, 2, 3. Inhale and back. Good. And 3. And back. And 4. And back. Good. Stay with this. 5. And back. Keep leaning into that right side to make sure that you're not leaning over to the left, but that we keep the weight nice and even. For the last 2, think of pulling your elbow to the hip and exhale for the last one. Inhale and back. We're going to add on. We're going to go exhale to lift. Inhale down, bring this foot into the front. You lift up so the knee's still on the block. Hand on the side, you lift the weight overhead, bring it back down, come down, hands come back to the mat, foot goes back, you establish the pelvis, and we go exhale, lift, and down, to the front, lift up, and overhead narrow press, inhale, come back down, lower it down, foot to the back, and we exhale to lift, good, and to the front, lift, up, back, down, and to the back, and row. Use that back muscle, work into the upper back there as you row. Good. And back, down, foot back behind you. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Make sure we keep the core nice and stable. Keep pulling the navel into the spine. Back and down. As you come down, I want you to keep the core still and down. A lot of control. Back and exhale up. Inhale down and back. And bring the leg to the front. Lift it back up. Press. Down. Back. The leg goes back. We lift. We lower. We come to the front. And lost my balance there. Lift. Back and down. And release. Good. We've got two more. Exhale. And inhale. And leg comes to the front. Arm comes on the shoulder. We go exhale and lift. Inhale and lower. And down. Leg comes to the back. And lift. Down. Up. We stay here. And we lift for 1. Tap. 2. Tap. 3. Make sure the knee is right over the heel. And we're not rushing this movement. It's slow, with intention. Let's go for 5. And 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. We stay lifted. You're going to hinge forward, okay? Keep this knee bent. Next movement is going to go. You exhale to reach the arm long. Back behind you. Inhale, back and down. Exhale and reach. Inhale, back and down. Good. And hinge. Back and down. And hinge. Back and down. Make sure as you go, the elbow stays in one space back, then you come down for 5. And exhale to reach, feel the tension, pull it back, and then you come down. No momentum here, you're just going through the movement with a lot of intention. 2. And last 1. And stay lifted, and we go 1. Pull it back in. 2. 3. Keep the shoulders down and back. And 4. Good. And 5. Think of pulling the elbow down to the hip. For 3. Keep the elbow in one space. I can't stress this enough. This really makes you target those muscles in the back. And one, and back, and down. Put the weight down. Bring this leg to the back. And let's bring the block to the other side. Whenever you need to, just take a sip of water, pause the video. When you're ready, you go on again. So, whenever you need to take a break, please do. But if not, let us start with the other side. You lift up through the hip. Make sure the hips are nice and square. Press into that left hand to make sure that you're not leaning into the right side. And we go one, and down, and two. Good. And three. And four. And five. And six. Nice and slow and controlled. Make sure you're not lifting through that left hip. And three. Last two like this. And give me one more. Okay, you know what's coming. You go exhale and left. Inhale down. Leg to the front. And one. Bring it back down. Hands to the floor. Foot to the back. And pull. Good. Make sure you're not rushing through this and you're keeping a good form. So when the foot goes to the back, you're not lifting through the hip or arching through the back, but we keep it nice and stable. And up. Good. And back. And pull. And down. And up. Good. And pull. And back. Good. And five. And pull. Good. Stay strong here. And four. Good. Keep the intention in the movement. Keep the focus in the movement. It helps to keep that form, to keep that balance. And backing up. Good. And lift up. Press into that heel in the front. As you lift, back, down. Press into that left arm and down. Bring the leg to the front. Press into that heel in the front to lift yourself up. And inhale, pull it back down. Let's do one more. And we're staying up. And exhale. Inhale. And leg comes to the front. We stay. And it's one. And two. Beautiful. And three. And four. Again, we move with intention. You don't want to just rush through it. And five. And four. Last three. Let's go for two. And a one. Press it up. Finish the move. Pull the arm in. We bend through the knee that's in the front. Arm goes straight. And it's one. Remember to first bring that elbow back. Straighten the arm. Bend the arm. Then you come elbow in one space. In. And 4. Keep pulling the shoulders down. Keep pulling the elbow towards the hip. And 5. And 4. And 3. Think of pushing the heel back to the mat as you lift. And last one. And pull the arm back. And we stay here. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Bring it back in and down. Put the hands down. Bring the knees off of the block and just lay back there for a minute. Take a nice deep breath. Let the head just rest on the mat. Move from side to side for a moment here. And then we're going to lift up into a nice push-up series. So you're going to bring the block underneath the right arm. Left hand is on the mat. Knees are back behind the hips slightly. And chest and shoulders are right over the hands. Navel is pulling into the spine. And as you lower down, I want you to pull the elbows into the side. Exhale to press away. So the elbows pull in, not out to the sides, okay? We go 1. And 2. And 3. Good. And 4. Keep the scapular stability there. Good. Can you give me 5 more? And 4. Good. We've got this for the last 3. And 2. And last one here. And press back into a rest position. Just let the arms rest there for a second. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale it out. Good. And we lift up from here. We're going to move it out to the side. And hands come underneath the shoulders. Come back into that position. And we go to the other side. Pull the navel into the spine. And let's start. We go inhale. And exhale. Only go as low as you can keep scapular stability. And 3. Try and not rush it, but see how far you can move down with good 4. Good, and 5. And 6. Good. Let's go 4 more. I'm pushing myself with you guys. I'm pushing myself. And we've got 3. Last 2. I'm staying high to make sure I'm staying scapular stability for the last one. And back. So as soon as you start feeling like you're hitting fatigue there in the arms and that the shoulders want to give in, you only want to move down as far as you can keep stable scapular stability. And exhale to lift back up. Okay, from here, we're going to go into some obliques. So we're going to put the block underneath the left knee to start with. toes just point out slightly. We're going to hold the weights in the hands. Okay, and I want you to pull through into like a posterior tilt here. So what that means is you just want to think of pulling the hips towards the armpits. So you lift up, pull back through the navel. Okay, movement here is going to be hands are going to be out. And we start by going inhale, tap, exhale to lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, and lift yourself up with the obliques. We go inhale, lengthen, exhale, and feel how you're pulling the armpit back to the hip. And 4, and exhale, and 5, and exhale, and 6. Keep that posterior tilt, and exhale, and let's go for 4, and keep the chest open, for 3, and keep the chest open, for 2, keep the arms lifted, and 1 long line, think of 1 long line from the one dumbbell to the other, and exhale and left. We stay and we just twist without moving the pelvis with you. So pelvis stays square and it's just the upper body twisting. So we feel it in the obliques. And 1. Exhale, twist. And 3. And 4. Keep the arms lifted in one line. 5. Keep the shoulders down. And arms lifted. Stay strong. For 2. And 1. And back. Bring the dumbbells down. Ooh. Feel that nice stretch in the inner thigh while we're here. Just lay there for a second. And you're just going to bring the arm over. You're going to stretch it out. And exhale to lift. Good. Pull the knee in. We go over to the other side. Bring the block underneath the knee. Foot is curled underneath the knee. Other foot is out to the side. We're thinking about keeping the hips nice and square, pulling the navel into the spine, and keeping that slight posterior tilt. Okay, hands come in line with the shoulders. Shoulders pulled down, and we reach along, keeping that long line as you inhale, and exhale to pull it back up. Nice and slow and controlled movements to feel that oblique. As soon as you rush into an exercise, you lose the form and you lose your intention. 3 and 4. Keep that long line. And 5 and lift. Here's in my face. And we've got 5. And pull up through that oblique. And 3. Last 2. And we've got 1. And exhale, lift and hold. We go twist. Keep the pelvis square. And 2. Keep the shoulders pulling down. Hands in line. Hands don't become an L, but we keep that long line. And we go for 5. And 4. Twist. Nose stays over the sternum. And 1. Back. into that stretch. Good. And inhale and exhale. Feel a nice inner thigh stretch. And hand coming in next to you. We reach over. Nice deep stretch there for the obliques. Good. And come back all the way. We're going to put the block in front of us. Slide back into a rest position with your hands on the block, head falling through for a nice stretch. Take a nice deep breath. If you want to intensify, turn the block to stand up. Hands come on, and you feel that nice shoulder stretch. And roll the spine back and up. And we're just going to stretch through the legs. Bring the one foot in front of you. Hands come next to you. And we just lean into that stretch. Lift up through the back. Hold that there. We stay here for a few seconds. Nice deep inhale, deep exhale. And go lay back in a nice hamstring stretch. Pull the toes towards the chest, so flex feet. Keep the knee as straight as you can. And we pull the leg back and in. Other knee goes out in front of you. And we lift up. Nice. Just lay into that stretch. Pull the pelvis down to the mat. No better way to end a class than with a stretch. It feels like some self-care, some self-love. Pull the toe to the chest, the knee down. Stay here. And lift back up. Good. We're just going to come into a nice seated. And I'm just going to take you through a nice deep breath. Hands come on the rib cage, fingers touch. And we're going to think of expanding out. Rib cage pulls away from each other. We go inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more like that. And we are done. Thanks guys for joining, and I hope to see you soon.